When a ghost from Steve Rogers' past returns, will it be as a friend or as a foe? Well, let's hop into the pages of Captain America issue number 20 and find out together, shall we? Alrighty then, so as the comic opens up, we are once again in Middle America at a strange little commune in a place called Adamsville. It's there we meet the vicar of the local church, Selene. She's punishing one of the members because he's been unable to get new people to join the group, and here in Adamsville, you don't get a little slap on the wrist. Justice is served more vampire-ish. Now, word about this strange place ends up eventually capturing the ears of Captain America and his team. They even refer to it as Pleasantville V2. It seems that wayward men all over America are flocking to this place to try and get back in touch with their ancestors when men were men and work was hard, and you know the spiel by now. Yeah, the spiel's actually a little bit more eloquent. A guy on the news says that maybe if men were a little harder, if they didn't let video games raise their children and protect their women, then Hydra wouldn't have been able to walk on in and take everything over, dagnabbit. And then he starts ranting a little bit about illegals because, well, isn't that always where that train eventually ends up? Cap and his team figure that Selene is using the power of the Blood Marine, that's the diamond around her neck, to control people in Adamsville. Furthermore, Steve has a real bone to pick with this lady. Ever since she assisted Alexa Lukin in the kidnapping of Sharon Carter and the resurrection of longtime foe Alexander Lukin. The worst and most nefarious part of Selene's plan and Adamsville in general is that she's not really breaking any laws at the moment. In fact, she's been empowered by the president himself to run the town as part of a brand new faith-based initiative, no doubt this having been signed off on by the other members of the Power Elite. Now, while Captain America, Falcon, and Winter Soldier decide to go their own way, it's up to Peggy Carter as well as Misty Knight to work this investigation from another end. They go to a dingy bar to meet one of their contacts, only to come under attack by Brock Rumlow, aka Crossbones, one of Hydra's favorite leg breakers. It's clear that this whole Adamsville threat runs a lot deeper than any of them ever could have imagined, especially when they realize the contact that they were sent to meet is none other than freaking Black Widow. No doubt trying to get as many appearance reps in as possible before her new movie comes out, whenever that is now. Now, how exactly is life on the farm in Adamsville? Well, pretty horrible, as our heroes point out. Men do back-breaking work 24 hours a day, and all they get at the end is food and board. Well, that and the warm blanket of nostalgia that says they're doing things the way their daddies did, their forefounders did. You know, isn't this good, honest work, even though it doesn't really seem to yield much? Sam Wilson, the Falcon, probably ends up walking away with the whole issue with saying, what is it about this very particular kind of person and their obsession with the past? You don't see people like Falcon obsessing over the past and wanting to go back there. Cap also notes that he's seen this kind of behavior before, all the way back in issue 3 when Lukin and the Watchdogs pumped a bunch of money into a dying mining town only so they could build nuclear weapons beneath it. And while they haven't found it yet, they're almost 100% certain there's a dark underbelly to Adamsville too. After all, why would a vampire like Selene hunt when she could farm? Now, as the comic winds down, Black Widow finally manages to take Peggy and Misty to the real contact, the person who's had their fingers in all of these pies that have been going on since this series started, and that person turns out to be General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, alive and well. And so that was Captain America issue number 20, everybody, and I gotta say, Ta-Nehisi Coates kicks off this newest arc in style. I'm enjoying seeing a lot of the plot points set up earlier on in the series starting to pay off and everything becoming more and more connected. We get a lot of really interesting social commentary right here about how the Power Elite is able to weave their way into American society and make people act against their best interests, and having Ross alive too is a great revelation, not just for this book, but also for the Immortal Hulk book that's going on right now. Did the Power Elite only fake his death? After all, he was totally with them in trying to manipulate Captain America and the Avengers on his own, or is this a Green Door related thing? Did they actually kill him, but was he able to come back because all the Hulks are coming back now? I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. Overall, I'd give this one an 8. Solid stuff.
Hey there everyone, Kate Joel again, and I just want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. And hey, if you enjoyed the book I covered in this issue and want some comics of your own, might I recommend Book Depository? It's my #1 place for shopping for comic book trades. You get a great price, and if you use my link down in the description, you'll actually be helping me out at the same time. You get something, I get something, everybody wins, right? So until next time everyone, I've been Joel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.